A new update is coming soon to Red Dead Online, and Rockstar has shared with us some things that players can expect in their brand new update. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Hazard here. Welcome back to a brand new Red Dead Online beta video. Thank you so much for tuning back in. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the next Red Dead Online update, and I have some news to share with you guys, and Rockstar has given us some things we can expect from this new update, as well as some other game tips they shared with us last week that I never got around to making a video on. So to get started, we have a ton of new things coming in future updates to Red Dead Online, and some of the specifics that we do know that are coming in the next Red Dead Online update we are going to be talking about. Rockstar has shared on their newswire that more updates are coming soon, including new races and showdown modes, and new clothing and emotes, as well as some additional changes based on player feedback. That's great. I think the game needs a lot of new races and new showdown modes. One of the things I'd like to see most is the option for both races and showdown modes to be able to filter your own gameplay lists. I don't want to necessarily have to play a mosh pit of all these modes. I would just like to be able to choose a certain type of race or a certain type of showdown mode, whether it's most wanted, whether it's hostile territory, whatever it is. I would like to be able to filter the game mode so I can actually play that. They did it with Gun Rush, but they don't allow you to actually filter any of the other Showdown series modes. New clothing and emotes as well. That's going to be some stuff that will improve the game and actually just bring some new variety and diversity into Red Dead Online, especially on the clothes. There's a lot of clothes that you could buy right now, but a lot of it is like end game type of content when you're level 70, level 80, level 90. That is when you're getting the really good stuff, like the big jackets, the nice looking hats, the good boots, the good spurs, some of the pants, and even shirts and vests you unlock pretty late in the game. And so that's why it's good that new clothing is coming, because maybe it won't necessarily be locked behind a rank. Maybe this is all actual clothing for low level players. If you're level 10, 20, 25, maybe even level 30, I guess that can be considered low level now, because there's a lot of people I've been seeing online who are like level 150, 200 plus, which is absolutely insane. I don't know about you, but I haven't played the game that much, that's for sure. And some new emotes we can expect as well. This is something that I don't think Rockstar should focus on, and I would like to know your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section on this. Like, let's just think about emotes for a second in video games. Emotes in Fortnite are really cool because there's music, the game doesn't take itself seriously, and they're really silly animations. But like the emotes in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the emotes in this game, they're kind of lame. You know, like I really don't care if I could wave at a player. I don't care if I could dock another player in GTA Online. Like, I don't care about those things. I think what's fun about emotes is the fact when there's like music and a cool animation in a game like Fortnite, whatever you have to say about that game, I think it's really cool that you could do that in this game. But in a game like this, like Red Dead Online, the wave, you look half stupid when you're waving. It's a little bit embarrassing if you do it. And it doesn't even let other players know that you're friendly, because a lot of people will wave at me, I'll wave back, and then they'll just shotgun me in the face no matter what. So it's almost pointless. I don't see the advantage players are going to get with new emotes and really the direction Rockstar wants to take that, but I guess it's extra content that we can make videos on, YouTubers like myself and other people. So we can also expect some more changes that I do want to talk about inside of this video. The first and foremost, also the most important, I think, in my opinion, and the one I'm looking forward to and excited about the most, which is daily challenges. We can tackle new challenges each day, covering every aspect of the game, from sharpshooting to evading the law. Rockstar hasn't had any mention of weekly challenges or like single insanely difficult monthly challenges, but I think daily challenges is a great start. Some of the ideas I had for daily challenges were, you know, skin 5 perfect pelts, play 3 showdown matches, achieve 50 kills in online, things like that. Simple challenges where you can sit down for an hour or two every single day and grind out those challenges to get you XP, money, or even some exclusive piece of clothing or exclusive type of content if you complete those challenges for an extended period of time. That's where I could see weekly and monthly challenges coming into play, because the weekly challenges could be play 25 matches of showdown, get 500 kills in a showdown game mode, things like that, where you have to grind the game and really take out those challenges if you expect to reap the rewards. The rewards for the daily challenges, I would assume, are gonna, like, if we're getting money, I'm gonna assume they're gonna give us anywhere between $10 and $50 for completing all the challenges. I would assume there's gonna be 5 daily challenges a day, and they're all gonna be like $10 or $15 each, not much more than that. But weekly challenges, on the other hand, there's so many options. I would love to know what type of daily or weekly challenges you guys would like to see down in the comments section below. We have 3 other things we want to talk about, which are law and bounty upgrades. There are some changes coming to the way law and bounty bounty systems work in Red Dead Online to reduce the enticements for griefing. Soon, players will get a bounty for committing crimes and will be incentivized to pay them off within an allotted time. Wait too long and bounty hunters from each of the states will track the player, forcing them to either pay up or escape. So I just came out with an XP method the other day. If you're farming lawmen to get extra XP in the game, this is going to severely affect these XP and money methods in the game, because when you're actually getting XP and money by farming kills off lawmen or just other people in the game, this is going to affect you, because now you're going to have a huge bounty that you're going to need to either pay off or complete some type of challenge to actually escape. But I think it's a welcome change. I'm excited to see kind of how this changes the perspective people have on Red Dead Online and how it changes the way people play. You know, maybe they won't be going into towns absolutely murdering everyone, causing havoc because they don't want to get a huge bounty and have to pay it off or do some type of challenge to escape. Another change coming into Red Dead Online is some changes to Parlay and Feud systems, and Rockstar says that they're making the Parlay system easier to trigger so that you can avoid aggressive players more quickly, and in addition to that, it will be easier to trigger feuds, Posse feuds, and leader feuds to take on attacking players in structured competition. The Parlay system, if you're getting griefed and you get killed more than 3 times in a row by the same player without getting another kill back on him, basically you can choose to parlay, which is he can't kill you for 10 minutes, he can still see you on the map and follow you around, but you do spawn far away from him when you do choose to parlay, as well as he can't kill you in that amount of time. Once it's over though, he could start doing it again, so right now it's just a temporary thing. Feuds, if someone's killing you multiple times in a row and you choose to feud with them, it basically starts a countdown timer and you have a race to 5 kills, and it seems like there's going to be new types of ways to feud with players in Red Dead Online. One of the last new changes coming into the game in the next Red Dead Online update is proximity-based player blips. Player location blips will soon appear only over short distances, reducing the range at which you are visible to others, increasing the likelihood of being targeted by another player across large areas. Down the line, we're also looking to introduce the ability to identify players who grief and kill indiscriminately with a progressively darkening blip that becomes more visible and at a longer range, so everyone in a session can identify potentially dangerous opponents at a glance and from a safe distance. We've seen the progressively darkening blip in GTA Online, not that I think it has any huge effect, but I do think the proximity-based player blips are a good idea. Some people are arguing otherwise, saying they can't plan their routes for stranger missions and hunting and things like that because they won't see where players are on the map. But if you're not seeing players on the map, it doesn't matter because those aren't the hostile players. But if this system is implemented the right way and Rockstar is able to actually be able to tell and classify and log in their servers who's a griefer and who's just getting into PvP fights in the middle of stranger missions and they're fighting back, defending themselves, if they implement some type of system the right way, what you'll be able to see is that you'll say, oh, maybe I should avoid Tumbleweed because there's 3 complete griefers there. They practically have the worst player blips possible, the super dark ones, and everyone else I don't see, I don't necessarily have to worry about because they're not that hostile of players. Of course, there is still some risk that a player who isn't appearing on the map because they're not that hostile will still PvP you and will still be hostile towards you and will still kill you, but that's just part of the game. This is going to at least limit the amount of times you're being targeted for absolutely no reason by people who just log on to just kill other players for their whole playtime. They don't care about ranking up, they don't care about getting money, they don't care about any XP, they just care about ruining your own gameplay experience, and it seems like these proximity-based player blips are going to have some type of effect to hopefully make that less of a thing in Red Dead Online. Hopefully it will make griefing less of a thing. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is what Rockstar said they have more to come, and there are a ton of new things coming, not necessarily in the next Red Dead Online update, but some of it will be coming in the future in Red Dead Online, maybe in the update after, maybe a few updates down the line, maybe even over the summer, but some of these things consist of all new missions to build on your story in a land of opportunities from previously established characters like Horley and Jessica Leclerc, and some new ones as well. Hopefully we see the stranger missions make appearances in the story in a land of opportunities missions. Rockstar is also planning on implementing a range of dynamic events throughout the world. Some of the ones right now are those free roam dynamic events where you have to use bows and arrows and hit targets and bullseyes and things like that, but then there's other dynamic events such as gang hideouts and ambushes, and hopefully there's new types of those because I find those the most fun in Red Dead Online besides playing with your own friends and doing things like that. I like getting into the ambush fights, I like getting into the gang hideouts because you can get some really cool rewards. I hope they increase the way you earn rewards and at least get some better rewards, you know, over time if you do a lot of them. I would also like to increase the frequency of those things because I find getting in those random gunfights when you're on a trail is super fun. Even if a treasure map doesn't spawn 100% of the time, if I'm getting in 2 times more gang hideouts, at least it just gives me something to do while I'm in the middle of a stranger mission or I'm in the middle of just traveling from location to location. Now there's also other new things coming into the game, like lots of new new competitive modes, including showdown modes and races. We talked about that before, but it seems like Rockstar wanted to mention it again. We've already had the Gun Rush update, which was the first type of quote-unquote DLC update. It was just a new game mode addition, a battle royale style by Rockstar into Red Dead Online. And the last thing is new weapons and clothing. And what Rockstar says is lots more that they're not quite ready to announce just yet. New weapons and clothing. This is fantastic. We talked about clothing, but in terms of weapons, I would love to see the high power pistol from Red Dead Redemption 1 come into the game. I know the Red Dead Online universe takes place technically before Red Dead Redemption 1. The high power pistol in Red Dead Redemption 1, the real life equivalent of it at least, is the Colt 1911. So some people would say it's not realistic if they added it, but I think that's a very good candidate for a DLC weapon. Some people wanted Civil War DLC in Red Dead Online, and I don't understand how something that happened 30 years before Red Dead Redemption 2 taking place is realistic, but having a weapon like the Colt 1911, which takes place 4 years after Red Dead Redemption 2's epilogue ends, isn't realistic. You decide. I would love to see the high power pistol make a return in Red Dead Redemption 2. It at least can counter the Mauser pistol and the semi-automatic pistol and would give us an extra pistol, totaling the number to 3 pistols in the game. We have a lot of revolvers, but we don't have that many pistols. So I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comment section of this video. I also want to let you guys know about a gold bar giveaway. I figured I'd remind you guys about that. It's ending at the end of the month. All you guys need to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, comment down below in the comment section what you would spend with those gold bars if you guys were to win. But be sure to check out the gleam.io link down in the description. That is how to officially enter the giveaway. That is how I track entries so that I can contact winners. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you all in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.